Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Work in Progress Wednesday and we are going to be working on the hashtag Color Australia in April along with Amazon Tammy, and we've got a giveaway today and all sorts of fun stuff today. So I've been working on this off and on. I worked on it on Saturday and we finished the koala and her head, and I do apologize. My husband, for some reason, is calling. He can figure it out. Poor Bob. But we did the koala and her head. I finished off her skin. I'm not horribly happy with her skin, so we won't even go there. I'll figure out how to fix it later, I guess. It just seems really splotchy to me, but we'll figure that out. Today we have a giveaway as well. I am going to be giving away an Australian Animals coloring book by Selena Finish, and this is also to give tribute to the hashtag Color Australia in April. So we will be doing that today as well. So I don't have anybody visiting, so I will just get started here until people show up. So I'm going to move over to the close-up camera and we will turn on a bit of light so that we can see what we're doing. And I'm going to color her sleeves and of her shirt as well as her gloves. And I'm going to do them in army kind of tones of green. So let's start with, I'm pretty sure it's olive green is the darker one. I hope everybody has had a wonderful day. I had too much Chinese food yesterday and woke up this morning with a bit of a Chinese food hangover. It was kind of weird. Hi, honey. You called just as I was starting the stream. Sorry. So I woke up with a bit of a shouldn't have eaten that hangover, which I knew I was going to get, so it's normal. I was just really hoping I wouldn't. I'm using the Lyra colored pencils, the polycolors. Hopefully I'm still in frame. I want to thank everyone that came to my birthday party yesterday. You all made it so wonderful. All right. So I'm not all that chatty today, so I apologize if I go silent. I'm just concentrating on what I'm doing. I don't think we need anything from the store though, Bob, so I think we're okay with some leftovers and other things that we have around the house. Okay, and then I'm going to take sap green and just go into the deeper areas here. All right. Just going to fill in this shadowed area here. Hi, Melissa. Thank you for joining me. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think he turned out pretty good. I'm not too overly pleased with my skin tones, but the koala turned out pretty good. I think my hands might be a little bit too heavy for these Lyra pencils or something. I'm not sure. Or not quite heavy enough. But the skin tone didn't work out the way I wanted it to, so. It is what it is. I ain't gonna fuss about it. Oh, very good. Yeah, the square brute funers are really nice. Is it the squares or the 180s? This is gray-green. I'm just blending everything all together with it and doing the highlights with it. Yeah, the squares are nice. I like the squares. I hope everybody had fun yesterday. I did. It's the best birthday party I've had in years. I won't say the best birthday, just the best birthday party. Because all my birthdays are great since I got married to Bob, so he makes sure that all my birthdays are good. But I don't usually have a birthday party. I like virtual birthday parties. I don't have to, actually interact with human beings in person. I'm very, very awkward in person sometimes. So. Thank you. Yeah, it was fun. Played trivia. I think the next one I'm going to have to figure out some better games. It's hard to figure out games for streams sometimes. And I'm just going back and forth between these 3 greens to get that coloring on her clothing. I want it to be kind of like a military green color. Okay, so I think we've got that pretty much done there for her shirt. And this part here I'm going to do in leather coloring, so I'm going to do those in browns, just like I did the helmet on the panda and her goggles. I know I shouldn't wipe that with my hand. I think I want to put a little bit more green here. And my husband's surprising me with the Derwent pastel pencils. Has me at a bit of a passing. I was going to do all the background in oil pastels, the way that Tammy showed us how to do it. And now I'm debating on whether to do them with the oil pastels or the pastel pencils that my husband gave me for my birthday. So I might end up changing it and doing it with the pastel pencils that my husband gave me for my birthday. But I want to get this part done before I start mucking around with the background, because I'll just wipe it all off with my hand if I don't. Okay, so I'm going to start on this part here, and we're going to do that in tones of brown. So I need my darkest one here. I think this one, the Van Dyke Brown, is one of the darkest ones. And we'll put a little bit of grays in there too. So how have you been today, Melissa? Oh, lost all the chats. Hopefully my chat didn't just break. YouTube's been acting funny today, so hopefully it didn't break. All right, now we're going to take our raw umber. Hi, Minerva. How are you? All right. Hi, Sylvie. Your prize will get there tomorrow, Sylvie. I'm doing good. I have a little bit of a Chinese food hangover. I'm not supposed to eat gluten and stuff like that. And yeah, I did. So I have a bit of a Chinese food hangover. It's snowing? Wow. It's not snowing here. Yeah, it's snowing, was snowing at a friend of mine's house in Maine. I do believe she's in Maine. Earlier today too. I saw on her Facebook that it was snowing. Wow. Nope, no snow here. It's supposed to start raining really good next week. Of course, my husband has the week off, has taken the week off, and it's going to do nothing but rain the whole time he's home. And that isn't that the way it always is? Oh, you've taken time off? Yeah, okay. Well, now we get to rain. I think I need a little bit of a lighter brown. Let's try this one. This one, maybe. Burnt ochre. Yeah, that's a little better. Wow, half a foot. Yeah, no, it's okay. I think it snowed here once in April since I moved to the United States, and that was on my birthday, the first year I was here. My husband took me up to the coast for my birthday, and we woke up in the morning and the beach was all covered in snow. I don't remember if it snowed any later than it is here. Hi, Deborah. It seems everybody has snow except me. But it doesn't snow here very often at all, so like we haven't had any snow at all this year. We had a bit of an ice storm that took us out for a while, but no actual snow. I grew up in British Columbia, Canada. And then I met my husband online and moved to the United States and married my husband. But originally, I was born and raised on a little tiny island in British Columbia. I'm just going back and forth with these browns to get to the right look that I'm looking for. Yeah. Yep, strange things happen, and everything happens for a reason, and we just came into each other's lives at the right time. Yes, you're in Quebec, Bigfoot country. I don't know if Quebec's Bigfoot country, though. I know BC is, but where I grew up, my dad was a logger, so I grew up in on Vancouver Island. A little town. It's not so little anymore. It used to be a little town. Nowadays, it's not so little anymore. I think that's the wrong color. No, that's the color I want, I think. Yeah. Yes, Quebec is definitely usually snowier than anywhere else in that end of the country is usually it has a lot more snow than the Pacific coast. But the weather here is just like it is in BC, so. And I'm out of frame. Thank you. Yeah, she's coming along pretty good. I'm not overly impressed with her skin tone, but not much I can do. I can try to fiddle with it and fix it, but you know what happens when you fiddle and try to fix things. It just gets worse. So we will leave her looking like she's dirty because she's saving animals during the wildfires. I just think her skin looks a little blotchy and more like it's dirty instead of a tan. Which is fine too, since I'm going to do the background like it's on fire, so with smoke and fire colors. So my husband just came in the door. So everybody say hi to Bob. Everybody just hit, exclamation point Bob. He's laughing at me. It's funny that the exclamation point bob was the only one that was seeming to work yesterday. Okay. So there's our leather on her shoulder pad. Yes, Bob is the greatest man in my world. I'm just going to take a bit of this dark gray and put in a little bit of a darker shadow area. All right. I'm going to have to go through at one point or another during one of my live streams with all you ladies there and see who wants to be a moderator and who wants to help me moderate the channel, because I don't have any moderators except for my husband, and he doesn't come to every live stream, so it's just special ones that he comes to. Now on this area here, because I'm going to do it as a fire background, I'm going to do this area's gray, green, and the little spots on it in grays, like it's covered in ash. I was going to do it koala gray, but I don't want it to blend into the koala, so. Oh, that is awesome. 40th meeting anniversary. That's wonderful. Me and my husband met in 2000, physically met in 2005. We met long before that, but actually physically met in 2005 and started actually dating. So the fabric parts of her gloves, which in my brain are these parts here, I'm going to do in the greens. Yeah, we all have a wonderful man in our worlds, and it's always great to give a shout out to those wonderful, wonderful men in our worlds. I think anyway. Wow. Yeah, that sounds like me and my ex. Me and my ex, my children's father, started dating when I was 13 and he was 17. And we were together for almost 23 years, so. But it wasn't the most wonderful relationship, but you know, we stuck it out as long as we could. It's great to see people stay together for long periods of time. You know, there's so many people that have throwaway relationships and even their friendships, and it's crazy to me. It is sweet. there's a point where you have to leave a relationship for your own health and safety and that sort of thing. So, and sometimes it's necessary. I'm glad you found your knight in shining armor from the get-go. It's always so much better. First loves. Exactly. The important thing is to be happy. That is exactly it. And, sometimes you just got to walk away from a relationship that is keeping you from your happy place. And there's sometimes that you just don't get into a relationship because it doesn't make you happy. Yes, that is the absolutely most important thing, is to do what makes you happy. It took me a while to figure that out. I don't know if it's this paper or if it's just me with these pencils, but they don't seem to be blending too well today. So I'm going back and forth between olive green, gray green, and sap green to get the coloring on the gloves as well as the shirt there. Hi, Ellen. How are you? You're never late. Nobody's ever late. You arrive just when you're supposed to. I'm gonna have to steal Emily's hashtag or exclamation point late. I haven't yet, but I'll ask her permission first because that's a good one. Yes, you are indeed a wizard. And how are you today? We're talking about relationships. Wonderful men in our lives. Isn't that great for a coloring stream? It's Bob's fault. He got home. It was good. I overate too much Chinese food and have a Chinese food hangover today. But I behaved myself and made myself a proper cake and bought me a cake with ingredients I can eat. And Bob bought me some ice cream with ingredients I can eat. So I behaved myself on the dessert, not so much on the meal. But it's once a year. And I got all sorts of wonderful, wonderful things. Lots of wonderful coloring things, especially. A bunch of surprises. It was a fantastic birthday. I had a wonderful birthday party online here with everybody, and it was one of the better birthday parties I've ever had in my life. So I don't usually have a birthday party. Exactly. Oh, well, happy birthday to your son. Lots of people 420. Somebody messaged me on the comment section of the stream yesterday too, that it was their father's birthday as well. And of course, today is the Queen of England's birthday. So, yeah. Growing up, I used to think that my birthday and the Queen's birthday were the same day because the 21st normally fell on the weekend. So my birthday was always on the 21st because, we couldn't have it on a weekday because, school and stuff. So I always thought me and the Queen had the same birthday. It took me a long time to figure out that my birthday wasn't on the 21st, it was the 20th. And then I did research about the people that had birthdays on the 20th, and I would rather have my birthday on the 21st. Only because, there's some bad people that have birthdays on the 20th. It was. I think it was fun. We got to give away some great prizes and played trivia. We learned a few things that we didn't know, things like that. However, I must say, and I must admit, that of all the things that we learned in trivia yesterday, I don't remember any of them. Yeah, my son's 26 and makes me feel old. Yes, it is. It's also National Marijuana Day. So my mom told me, Sylvie, that Quebec has implemented a curfew for COVID. How is that working out? Oh, well, that makes it even better. I'll take that one over the other one. I like George Takei. Sorry, guys, I'm going out of frame here on you. Oh, okay, yeah, that's another good one. Okay, so I don't wish my birthday was still the 21st. I just don't think about the other one. Wow. Well, I hope that helps get your guys' numbers down. It's a little bit irritating, but there are some areas of of the world that really should take that motto and run with it too. So I'd really like this whole thing to go away so I can go visit my mom. Well, as long as it helps, absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely not something that a lot of people are going to be happy with or used to. It'll take some getting used to doing it. But, as long as it helps get those numbers down for you guys, then by all means. There's some areas that are just too lenient on it, and it's not helping. Excuse me. Yeah, same here. Same here. Yeah, the cases are just going up and up and up. Yeah. The county that I'm in went back up to extreme again, so high or whatever it is. So they're not shutting everything down, which I think they should, but they're definitely curbing the yeah, exactly. I haven't got my vaccine yet. My husband has gotten his first dose, and his second dose will be on Thursday next week. But I haven't got mine yet. I might go with him Thursday next week and get my first dose. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's not, I don't like shots at all. I really don't like taking anything that hasn't been fully evaluated for years on end. But yeah, in order to get things down and back to, at least some semblance of normality, we're not ever going to go back to full normality if people keep on spreading this around, but at least get things down to a level where, we can actually safely travel. I don't want to take, my senior mom any sort of possibility of getting her sick. So, and with a compromised immune system myself, I really don't need to get sick. So, I'll just be happy when it's all gone. But until then, I'll do whatever it takes to, yeah, exactly. It's the only way to stop it is to follow the rules, stay home, get your vaccines. And let it die off, but oh, absolutely. Yeah. Wear your masks. Yeah. I don't think we'll ever go back to totally normal. I really don't. Absolutely. And see people that we love, I think that's my worst thing is that, people that I care about aren't getting any younger. And, you know, I only see them once or twice a year as it is. And I haven't seen, like my mom, I haven't seen in almost 2 years because it was the September before all of this hit was the last time I went up and saw my mom. So, and we were planning on going up, but nope. Yeah, I don't think there is a normal anymore. I don't think there ever will be. It'll take a long time, just like it did with the Spanish flu. Long time for everything to get to what people call normal. And by then, the normality of wearing a mask and everything else will be the normal. So it'll seem weird to people not to wear them. Yeah. Yeah. Once we can get in and, get everything down and cleaned up so that we can actually go visit our loved ones, that'll be great. But that's depressing, so we're just going to color. Oh, thank you, Sylvie. So I'm just moving this green up her glove. And I'm just doing the same thing as I did on her shirt, just doing it a military khaki green kind of thing. And of course the brown parts I will, oh, I missed a spot. Missed an entire part of the glove here. It's not a very big part, but down here at the bottom. Yep. And I really enjoy the stream, and it gives me connection that I don't have other than to my husband, who I see every day, and my children. But otherwise, I don't see anybody. Yeah, I don't talk to a lot of people, so doing the live streams gives me that bit of connection. And of course, doing the videos, I have found out that it helps quite a few people, so I enjoy doing them. I just like doing them anyway, but I like the fact that I'm helping people as well. It makes me feel good. Yeah, I was coloring before quarantine started, but I got into it a lot heavier after quarantine started. Um, I've been self-quarantining for years, so but it's a little bit more different than just self-quarantining. Like I just don't go anywhere. I'm a homebody. I stay home, and when I first got sick, I wasn't able to go anywhere, so it was just easier to stay home. And my mom got me into coloring, and all all in all, it's just become a complete obsession now. I wouldn't say an obsession. It's a hobby, and I enjoy doing it. So it's just since quarantine started that I got into the YouTube stuff. Yeah. Okay, we're almost done the glove here. So I think we'll finish up this glove, and then we will do a draw for this wonderful, wonderful book by Selena Finish. And it ties into our hashtag Australia. Isn't that cute? Our hashtag Color Australia in April. This is Australian Animals, Wildflowers Coloring Book by Selena Finish. And we will draw for that after I finish the green part of the glove here. And just as a reminder, due to shipping constraints and costs, I do ask that you are a U.S. Resident or have a U.S. shipping address that I can send this to. If you are outside of the U.S., let me know, and if you do win, I can do other things, but I do prefer that it be a U.S. person. Just because COVID has made shipping expensive and impossible. But we have ways around it, so. You can participate. I just won't say you win. If it says Sylvie, we're re-rolling. Although, like I said, we have ways around it. We just, yeah. Right. Yeah, I like coloring. It's really relaxing. And sometimes you just get into a zone and you just lose track of time. Oh, choo-choo train decided it's going to say hello today. And I don't know if you all, I know a few of you know who Amazon Tammy is, but she is also coloring this same image on Saturdays. On her Saturdays, I do believe Saturday or Sunday. And hers is absolutely fantastic. She started with her background and did it in oil pastels, and it's just gorgeous. And I was going to copy her, but I think I'm going to use my new pastel pencils. Absolutely. No. You were perfectly fine. It was my doing. I didn't remind people of the rules before I did the giveaway. So that was my bad. You were perfectly fine. Okay. Just going to go over this, and then I'll blend it with that gray-green again. And then I'll do the end of the fingers. First time I looked at this part, it looked like she was wearing little rings, and then it dawned on me it was part of the glove. And I've used that olive green just to give it that little bit of dirty look. So it looks like she's been in the dirt and taking care of business. She's on the front lines of the fire, taking care of business. Making sure all the animals are safe. Okay. Oh, we've only got 5 people here today. Goodness. So everybody's got a really good chance. So we're going to do the giveaway. The word that you need to type into chat is Fenech, F-E-N-E-C-H. And of course, I will do a 30-second count starting now. So anybody that wants to win this wonderful, wonderful book, I'm going to put you on the main screen here so you can see it. It's a fantastic book of Australian animals and wildflowers. Just lots of really, really nice book pictures here. This book was put out by Selena Fenech as a fundraiser for Australian animals. Oh, goodness. And for the wildfire efforts and that sort of thing to get the animals into their habitats as quickly as possible. Hi, Terry Lynn. Welcome. So anybody that wants to win this wonderful, wonderful book, type in finish, and we will see who wins. And got 15 seconds because I was talking through it. I lost track of time. It is a nice book. All right, so we're going to roll on it. And wait for Nightbot to tell everybody. And Minerva has won this wonderful Australian Animals coloring book. And if you can please send me an email to this address. Let's see if I can spell email right. Nightbot will give you my email address. If you could please send me your physical address, and I will ship that out to you. Congratulations. It is a wonderful book. Okay, so we'll go back over to the close-up camera here. And now we're going to do the dark parts, the leather parts of her gloves. And we've got Van Dyke Brown. Well, I guess I should have done that glove too, huh? We'll finish this one first. And so how are you today, Terry Lynn? You are very welcome. Thank you very much for participating. And then we've got Umber. And then we're going to use brown ochre. And a little bit of burnt ochre. And I'm right off screen, of course. I'm always off screen, aren't I, guys? Oh, 1 second. I gotta stretch and sit down properly. I moved and I'm really short, so I have to sit a certain way in my chair, otherwise my knees and my hips decide that they don't want to like me anymore. And also I can't reach the floor, so, you know. If I want to sit at a point where I can actually reach the desk, I can't reach the floor. And if I can reach the floor, I can't reach the desk. Alrighty. Then we'll use raw umber. I think get something in my umber. Don't know. And then we'll use some brown ochre. And then some burnt ochre. I'm using all the ochres today, except for yellow ochre. I haven't used that one yet today. The umbers and the ochres. We've lost all of our people. Oop, almost dropped the pencil. Hi, Spirit Joy. Yes, it is. It's coming out pretty good. I'm not overly fond of her skin tone, but I'm just going to work with it. Hoping that these bands on her gloves are looking like leather, but yeah, 908. It's getting there. It's getting there. It will. It'll get there slowly but surely. I've got a couple of different things that I want to do once I'm able to, and once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I think it is, they will give me a community page. And I think on the community page, if I allow it, if I hit the different allowabilities, you guys may be able to actually share pictures with me. So when you're doing color alongs and stuff like that, if you're not in the Facebook group, because I know a lot of my followers don't do Facebook, and that's perfectly fine. Yes, on our way to a play button, yes. But a lot of my followers don't do Facebook and don't want to join a Facebook group, which is absolutely fine. So I don't get to see their finished work. But if it gives me the ability to have a community page, I'll be able to see your guys' work, which is just thrilling to me. And I don't remember if I did a Facebook one, but yeah, pretty soon I'll be able to do emojis and all that fun stuff. And I'll be able to put all of the 3D printed stuff that Bob makes in the community page with prices and whatnot so people can see it if they want to buy like a pencil holder or an ink holder. Or right now he's working on a paint pan holder for somebody. I did. I had a wonderful, wonderful birthday, Bobby. Thank you so much for coming and welcome. I didn't see you there. I couldn't say hello. I didn't see you. But I did. I had a wonderful, wonderful birthday. I have a little bit of Chinese food hangover, but it's all good. It's weird to say Chinese food hangover, but it's pretty much how you feel when you don't normally eat gluten and anything like that. And once a year, I allow myself to do it. And every year I sit there going, I really shouldn't do that. But every year I still do it. Yeah, I guess it could be copper plates, but I was going for leather. Yeah, it's an odd thing. I don't even get hangovers from drinking alcohol, but I get food hangovers. Yeah, my one of my absolutely favorite foods, and when we were kids, it's one of the things that we used to do as a family is go for Chinese food, and I'm not allowed to eat gluten or sugar. And Chinese food has a lot of both. One of my favorite um, entrees is sweet and sour pork, and yeah, or deep fried prawns. Really like deep fried prawns too. Yeah, we didn't go out. We had it brought in. We had takeout. My husband ordered it and we went and waited in the car and picked it up. Yeah, the one that we go to out here in Oregon uses a lot of jasmine rice, which I can eat, but it's the sushi rice is more glutinous, like it's more starchy, and I can't eat that at all. And I can't eat like anything that has a high amount of starch, like glutinous starch or coagulating starch, like potatoes and stuff like that. If you can thicken with it, I can't eat it, basically. Yeah, eating in a restaurant is one thing that I do miss quite a bit. because me and my husband used to just go out, just the two of us, and have a quiet dinner, have our date night. We never called it that, but that's pretty much what it was. Yeah, no, I don't eat potatoes. My husband will eat potatoes and everything. I don't eat potatoes. I'm not allowed. I'm not even allowed to eat sweet potatoes. But I do really miss the ability just to say, okay, I don't want to cook tonight. Let's go have dinner here. Instead of, okay, what kind of fast food do you guys want to eat? Because I don't want to cook tonight. And then having to cook something for myself because I can't eat fast food. There's a couple of restaurants that I can actually eat at that cater towards a gluten-free, sugar-free diet, starch-free diets. But I don't blame you at all. I don't go anywhere either. I stay home and color. My youngest is graduating high school this year. And he's homeschooled. He's been homeschooled for years. And normally they have a in-person graduation. Well, this year they're doing a hybrid type of thing where they're doing in person but also doing a meetup for the graduates to throw their caps and whatnot and have that walk down the aisle and whatnot. But I don't know if we're going to be going to that. I find out next Monday on all of that information. Well, Bobby, I am glad that I'm able to be there with you. And I hope that I'm at least, fun to watch. And some days I can be silly, and other days I'm just calmly doing what I do. Yeah, it sucks being trapped like that, though. So what do you draw, Bobby? Do you draw your own coloring pages, or what do you draw? I can't draw at all, so. What did I do? What did I do? I haven't done anything yet, I don't think. Very cool. Yeah, I can't draw very well at all. I had to teach my son how to draw eyes once, and that was just horrible. He got it though. He understood it. Yeah, I really enjoy colored pencils. I love all my mediums and I love all, like there are some things that I would rather do in marker and there are some things that I would rather do in colored pencils. I like the control that colored pencils gives me and the layerability, so I can change the color of something and still have the color that I put down first show through just by adding a different color. And I like that. Where if you do that with markers, especially alcohol markers, sometimes it doesn't happen. Yeah, I admire people that can too. Um, I taught myself how to do eyes so that I could teach my son how to do eyes. And I still don't think I'm very good at it. My son says I'm great at it, but yeah. Yeah, I like my colored pencils. If you can't tell, I have a lot of them. I love colored pencils. I like the look of them too. Like I get all giddy when I see a new set of pencils too. It's better than diamonds to me. Yeah. Oh, well, Joyce, I hope that they don't freeze. Because, yeah, in the first bloom year, that's not a good thing to do to them. Yeah, absolutely. We are definitely our worst critics. That is for sure. And it took, I've been coloring for just over 2 years now. And it took me a long time to fully understand what the artist was showing us in every picture and what I view it as. Now, of course, everybody's view is completely different and everybody's view is the right view. But the way I view things is with the different lines and things like that an artist gives you to show you clues on how things to work. Yeah. Well, I hope they don't freeze. Cover those babies up so they can bloom. But there's different little things that the artist gives in every picture, and it took me a long time to figure out what those things were and how to color with them, not against them. And even now, I sometimes don't agree with where they are and color against them. Yeah, absolutely. That is a lot of patience. 3 years without a flower. It's like, give me flowers. I like peonies, though. They're pretty. I want pretty flowers in gardens. I go to see my mom. She always has pretty flowers in her gardens. Yep. Oh yeah. And that's the thing is, we concentrate on the things that we don't like instead of concentrating on the things we do like and working with the things we don't like. Like, I don't like her skin. However, with the way that I'm going to color the rest of this picture, it's going to work right into the picture, and I know it will once it's done. So I've got to stop fussing with it. Otherwise, I'm going to make it worse. But once I'm done with it, it will all come together and it will look fantastic. And if it doesn't, yeah. But the one thing I am learning, because this is, I think, one of the first really large pictures that I've colored with the Lyra, is they don't like this paper. Oh, that's horrible. That would drive me crazy. Yeah, I've had that with Bob's prints. You know, there are not absolutely none of them are going to be absolutely perfect because they're all individually printed. And the printer itself is going to give it flaws. But, you look at it and you go, well, I'm not sure I like that flaw. And it's what makes them unique, but you worry about them. Wow, that is a long time to be drawing with colored pencils. What kind of pencils do you use? The Prismas? I have lots of Christine Caron's coloring books, and I use all different pencils in them. I think I have everything except for, I have all of her grayscales except for Blue Bunny. Oh, you've got the good ones. I would like to get some of those at some point, but they don't exist anymore. And you can find them on sale, like, well, not on sale, but for sale on things like eBay. But they're a horrific, horrific price. But I have heard that those ones are really good. I think that's what my mom's first set was too, was the originals, Burl. In the Christine Caron books, I actually find that a lot of my really cheap pencils work the best on them. Oh, here, peonies. It's always a surprise whenever they bloom. Every 3 years you get a surprise. Yeah, if you have any of the lesser expensive pencils, I've got so many of them in my possession that it's like the delis. Let's see, what kind of things have I used for Christine's work? Hold on 2 seconds. I'm just going to look at my, I have oh, what is it called? A space, a web space, album space that I have all of my pictures in. Oh, what have I done with it? Yeah, Sharper Farben, Sharpier Farben is one of the first sets of artist grade pencils I ever received, that I ever bought. And I absolutely love them. Okay, so okay, so Christine starts there. So that one's done with Holbein's, Fila, Shuttle Arts, Faber's. Oh, back one. Black Widows. I know I've done another one. Where is it? And those ones are done with a Thornton's watercolor. I've done that one with watercolor. So I've used all sorts of different things in Christine's books. Everything from Holbein's down to Shuttle Arts, and they all seem to work quite well for me. So I am not. Let's see. And I've also used the Fouilly. If you are on Facebook, the picture that I have on my Facebook picture is done in Fouilly color pencils. So I don't watch a lot of TV. TV sometimes ends up being on just so that it's noise. But the one thing I have found with Christine's books is it takes very little pencil, like it won't, you can't layer a whole bunch on it. But I'm not used to layering a lot anyway, so no problem at all. That's what I'm here for. But so if you just are using a harder pencil, or if you are using a really soft pencil, make sure that you're only putting down like 3 or 4 layers. Try not to put a large amount of layers down. Choose your 3 colors and stick with them, because you could end up peeling it off if you don't. I don't have the luminance ones. I have the Pablos, and I really like those, but I don't have the luminance. Very cool. Well, one of these days, if I ever get Inktense, and I am strongly thinking about it, you'll have to come on to a stream with me and tell me how to use them. Because I don't know how. All right, so now we're going to do her belt area. Move the camera here. Now I'm thinking this is part of her pants here. So I'm going to do that in the same colors that I've done the rest of her with, and keep her outfit all pretty much the same. So I'm going to start here with the olive green. Down here. Sorry about the train, if you can hear it. At least he didn't blow his horn this time. All right. Just darkening that up, brightening it up, I guess. I'm using that olive green because it's got a little bit of brown in it. But it still keeps it a pretty good green color. And I think once we get this done and her belt done, we're going to call it a day. And what do you guys think? Should I use the Derwent pastels that I got for my birthday on the background, or should I try the oil pastels that I've never used before? I have used them. I haven't used them a lot. I have quite a few of them. They are a water-based medium, and I'm not very good with water-based mediums, but I have used them. And they do lay down really nice. I have not learned how to blend them or work with them in that kind of manner. And I don't have like a full set of them or anything, so I haven't ventured into that sort of thing. Yes, well, I have the entire set of Holbeins. I broke that rule myself, but I bought them a while ago. Goodness, how long ago did I buy those? And I bought them off of a Chinese site, and they were on sale. Somebody sent me an email. I don't remember who it was, telling me that they were on sale for really, really cheap. And it worked out completely with shipping and all to less than $200 for them. So yeah, I bought them. Yes, pastels are a very forgiving medium. So I'm debating on whether or not to do the background with a medium that I'm not used to using, or with a medium that I've used before, but I've never used this high quality of the medium. I've never used the artist grade ones. I used a cheaper pencil for things that I've done, but I haven't used the Derwent ones for it. Yeah, if I use the pastels, there's going to be a lot of page turning. Oh yeah, it was heart stopping. I debated on it, I think, for a whole total of 35 seconds. And bought them, and then went and told my husband I just spent $200 on pencils. I'm just glad that, my husband supports my hobby and supports me doing it the same way I support his, so we don't ever have any disagreements with what we spend where on our hobby things. So I think if I was to buy the ones that are on my wish list right now for $1,500, I might get in trouble for that one. Yeah, and the polychromos are going up really high. I was surprised with how expensive the polychromos are getting. I get surprised by how expensive pencils are getting in a whole. You used to be able to buy some of the lesser known brands for a few dollars, and now everything is $20 to $30 no matter what. And I really like my Faber-Castells. And I am covering there. I'll put it here so I'm not covering it completely with my hand. Sorry, guys. I keep on forgetting the camera's there. Yeah, the cost of them is really high. You know, I don't think they should be that expensive. I have had a few people tell me that you can buy them on Amazon Japan for half the price that you can buy them at Blick's. But the individual pencil price that Blick's has on singles is about the same as it is on the Chinese site that I bought mine from. Yeah. I don't remember what my husband said that he got my polychromos for. He bought them for Christmas one year, and I got mad at him because they're really expensive. And it was when I first started coloring, so I wasn't into it as deep as I am now. It was one of my first really expensive sets. And he had gotten an email, a sales flyer from somewhere, and he got them for, I think, less than $100 for the whole 120 set. Can't remember. I think it was like $95 or something like that. It was less than $100 anyway. If not even less than that. If I know my husband, it was less than that. Like I said, it was before I got really engulfed in the craft. And when you bought the polychromos for Christmas, my Faber-Castells, when you got them on sale, how much were they when you got them on sale? I'm pretty sure they were less than 100, but yes, the Holbeins are almost $400. Well, they're over $400 on Blick's. Yeah, he can hear me from the other room. As soon as I say Bob, he pipes up. He knows I'm talking about him. His ears are ringing. But when somebody has told me recently that you can get the Holbeins on Amazon Japan for like $250 or something like that. I don't know. I haven't been there myself to verify that, so I don't know if that's exactly how much they are, but If you want to buy a set of Howdens for a lot less than you can get them on Blix, I was even told that the shipping isn't that bad. It doesn't take that long to ship them here either. Like the ones I got from the Japanese warehouse site that I bought them from, it only took 10 days to get here from Japan. So yeah, I saw them on the Howdens on AliExpress, and they're even cheaper at Blix than they are on AliExpress right now, which is crazy to me. But yeah, they're like 478 or something like that for the full set on AliExpress. So these little areas here, I'm just going to go with a medium black around the edge. You didn't get them off of Amazon. I think you got them off of Jerry's Artorama or something like that. And then I'm using a medium or a cool dark gray. So I'm using a medium black. That's what they say it is. Oh, yeah, black medium. And a cool dark gray. And then I'm just going to blend it in. And that's just going to be little bits of ash. And then we're going to do this ring down here. And we're going to do that a lovely silver. And of course, the Lyra doesn't have any silvers, but that's all right, because I do have a silver gray here somewhere. Where is it? Yep, silver gray. And it's such a small piece that I'm not going to do too much with it. Where is it? I'm going to take a little bit of a blue gray or a dark blue. It's a blue violet. That's a medium gray. And I'm just going to put in some shadows. This is a medium gray. And I'll just put in a little bit of edge shadows there. And then I will blend it all together with cool gray light. No, I don't. The only thing I have with the Caran d'Ache is the Pablo set. And the blenders. I have a Caran d'Ache blender. Oh, and I have Caran d'Ache water pens for painting, for watercolor. I did buy one of those. Yeah, I don't have a lot of the higher end stuff because, it's a hobby, and I didn't want to spend copious amounts of money on something that I wasn't sure if I was going to continue for a very long time. Now that I have established myself in, gotten much better at it and feel more confident with it, um, now I will start spending the finances more on higher quality and longer lasting products. Oh, Bobby, wow. Thank you. That is, wow. That is going to get one of these. That is just so sweet. Thank you. Absolutely. And that's why I have a lot of really inexpensive pencils, is because I didn't want to spend a lot of money on really high quality products that I wasn't going to use. And I really actually enjoy a lot of my lower priced pencils. A lot of people say this and that and the other thing about them, and there are some of them out there that are just as pigmented and just as beautiful as any of the higher priced ones. They may not have the same light fastness, but it's oh my goodness, Bobby, thank you. Wow. You're all going to make me cry. I don't have hype. I'm going to have to get hype. I have that though. But as I was saying, I find that a lot of the lower cost pencils, some of them are just they don't have the light fast ratings. They're not water resistant. They're not light fast. But when you're just starting out in coloring and in your coloring books and that, thank you. I love sharing art with everyone too. But absolutely, if you're just starting out and you don't feel confident in the fact that it's something you're going to stay with for a really long time, and you're just coloring, for example, all I color in is coloring books, but there are some pictures that I really like and at some point will display, and those I will do in my higher quality pencils because I don't want them to um, fade over short periods of time. But if you're just doing mandalas and doing things where you're learning how to do your shadows and stuff like that, you can definitely do that with the lower cost stuff, that's for sure. Yes, the coloring community is absolutely awesome, and I think that is definitely one that we're going to put in here. Hold on a sec. Let's do a command. And add a command. Let's do exclamation point awesome. And we'll put people like you make this community. Let's see if I can't spell right. Awesome. And submit. Let's see if that works. So it is exclamation point awesome. Wow, Bobby, thank you so much. Yes, words are hard. That's another one I've got to put in there too. I'm slowly building the channel commands. I figured out how to do it, so there can't be a space between it, Sylvie. It has to be right up against it. But yeah. You're gonna make me cry. That is absolutely wonderful, Bobby. Thank you so much. Now, I'm going to switch you on over to the main channel here, or the main camera, so you can see all of her together. And now we've just got her tattoo to do, which I will probably do in gel pen after I do the background. Oh, you're adorable. And I am so without words. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, what should we do with the background? Do you want me to use the Derwent Color Soft pencils to do the, or not the Derwent Color Soft pencils, the Derwent pastel pencils that my husband got me for my birthday that I've never used before? Should we use these, or should we use some really inexpensive oil pastels and learn how to use those together? I watched Tammy, and I think I might be able to do it. It is very motivating, and yeah, absolutely. Pastels? Okay, so we will use the Derwent pastels. I will have to give them a quick swatch, and yeah, Tammy's background is so wonderful, and I want to try it, but I'm afraid of it too at the same time, because I've never done oil pastels before. So I will use the Derwent pastel pencils. Yeah. Tammy just turns everything into pure and utter awesome joy. If you guys have not seen Amazon Tammy's stream, please go and look at her, or go to her stream and take a look at some of the wonderful things she does. I will drop her link here in the chat so you guys can go take a look. She's just fantastic. And where are my subscriptions? There we go. So if you have not checked out Tammy's stream or Emily's stream, please do, because they are absolutely fantastic YouTubers as well as colorists, and they can teach you quite a few things. Emily's stream is here. Emily does a lot of really, really beautiful soft colors as well. So those are, oh, for some reason that did Tammy twice. Why is it not copying? There we go. Copy. Thank you. Paste. So that's Emily's stream, and the first one is Amazon Tammy's stream. So definitely check them both out as well if you really enjoy coloring streams. Amazon Tammy is a beautiful lady that does absolutely phenomenal work, and has only been coloring for about a year. Yeah, she you know, she's been doing art stuff and that sort of thing, but yeah, she hasn't been coloring for very long, and or doing a lot of really artsy stuff for very long, and she's just phenomenal. But we will finish this one on Saturday. We will do the background with these wonderful, wonderful pencils. Bye, Bobby. Thank you so much for coming. Yes, absolutely. I will just shoot me an email, and I will send that to you. So we will use these. I will be doing a swatch of these and a review of them on Friday, so that we can take a closer look at them and maybe get a little bit of time with them before we do the background. But we will do this on our Saturday Color and Chat. Have a fantastic day, a wonderful evening. Thank you again, Bobby. There are no words. Both you and Spirit Joy are just fantastic. Spirit Joy completely spoiled me rotten yesterday. You're all spoiling me rotten, and it's wonderful, and I love it. But yes, we will do this on Saturday. Until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And of course, tomorrow will be Thankful Thursday, and I will be going through all of the wonderful things that I got for my birthday, as well as some things that you haven't seen yet because they just arrived today. So, and are actually still in the mailbox. I just got notification that they were in the mailbox. So until then, have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye for now.